referral or something with referrals. And
How many inquiries a month do you get right now on average? Roughly, ballpark figure. 50, 10, 100?
20 to 30.
So say 30, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, could you get 33 instead next month? Right? That's 10% more. Right? What's your average sales conversion from those inquiries? What percentage out of 30 will become a customer?
I would say half of them would get in for the taster.
So 5%, let's look at that first. 50%, right?
50%.
Could you do something on the phone to get 55% in?
Yeah. We've never done phone stuff.
Well, however, it doesn't matter how you do it. I'm just thinking,
Yeah.
is there a way you could do something in your process to get 55%? You offer them something incentive to come in and do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then you got them in for the trial. What percentage of trial starters become buyers at the end?
That's the easy bit for us.
Okay, what's the number on that then?
We sign up 9 out of 10. So
Right, okay, so how do you get 9.5 out of 10?
yeah.
Right? So again, say if you get 9 out of 10 there, if you improve the other two steps, and if you get 5%, 10% more leads, and 10% more of them to actually show up, that's going to have more than double effect on your revenue then.
Yeah.
If you convert that 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
So instead of in case one, instead of getting 30 leads in, you get 33, and then instead of getting let's say half turn up, right? So let's say 15 turn up, but now it'll be 17 turn up, right? So then you'll be getting more and more sales just by little tiny tweaks.
Yeah.
And then if there's spikes in your process, like there you have a spike, that's a part of the process that's performing optimally well.
Yeah.
You need to just support that one really well by bumping up the numbers before it, and every bump up you get will spike that even more.
Yeah.
Then retention, can you improve retention 5%? Could you get 5% more, 10% more referrals?
Yeah.
Right, how many referrals a month do you get?
3.
3, right? Could you get 4?
Yeah.
Right, that's 12 extra clients a year.
Yeah.
What's your lifetime value of a client?
I don't know about a calculator, but
Roughly. What do they pay per month? How many months do they say?
Our most popular package is the £42 a month for 1 class a week,
Okay.
and most clients are with us at least 18 months.
18. So it's about £800 then maybe, yeah? £800 average. So you have
Yeah.
higher packages too. Right, so just getting 1 extra referral a month, if you could do that then, that's 12 more clients. That's another extra £8,000 more to the company.
Yeah.
So we've saved you 9 grand, we've added 8,000 on, right? You can have more sales coming in from the funnel as well. So you see, it's just these basics, but again, it's perspective. When you step out month on month, it's like 4 referrals over 3, like so what? When you step back to the macro again and look at the whole, how that impacts you over the year, then it's like, holy crap, right? And a lot of time, at that level, it's just perspective at that level, and little incremental increases, and then step back, look at the wider picture, the knock-on effect, and at the end of the year, you've got to play it patiently now. The business is bigger, it moves slower.
Yeah.
That's just letting these little things happen. You've invested in plenty of assets. The good thing about high expenses shows you've invested in plenty of assets. You just haven't monetized them yet, but you've got them.
Yeah.
You've got the client list, you've got the audience unconverted list, you've got the team, you've got you, right? You've got a network, you've got all these things, you've paid for them.
Yeah.
You're just not reaping the rewards of them yet, because you're looking elsewhere
Yeah.
for a magic bullet, or maybe it's my, mindset, or maybe it's my something else, or maybe it's this, and those things play a part, sure, but they all come back to those 6 assets. And just focus on, just write those on the board and focus on those every day on your whiteboard or wherever you use to focus. So you start your work day, it's like, go back to these 6 things. And how do I just stretch them a little bit bigger?
I've got a couple of questions. Do you have an email list?
I have, yeah.
How often do you email?
I stopped doing it because it's a pain in my ass, but I need someone who's good at doing that.
No, you don't.
Do you think that's something that is universally the same for everyone, or something that just takes, you're taking hours because you're not, there's information you don't have?
Yeah, I just don't know where to start with it, so I'm just sitting there like, what should I write?
Do you really not know where to start? Is that really true?
I don't know.
Okay, so you have a so don't look at it as a list. I've said this for you guys before, right? How many people are on this list?
I've got about 1,000.
Right. So don't look at it as an email list of 1,000. Look at this as 1,000 people, real men, women, not statistics, people. 1,000 people who've inquired about working with you, and write the email to them like you would write it to a real person. If you get this 1,000, just think, I'm writing an email, pick out one of their names, Miranda. What would you write if I was Miranda and I previously inquired, you know that I have an inkling that I'm interested in Pilates maybe. What would you say to me in a message?
Update on what we're doing at the studio.
Okay, so put that in one sentence.
Hi Miranda, have you heard about this class we're doing at the studio? And
Yeah, okay. Okay.
I'll give you a copy of that.
How-
It's a list of 100
how
content
long
ideas.
would you like? Because some of them are from years ago.
So acknowledge
how
it,
long
right?
do
Be
you
honest. Radical honesty. Hey, I know it's been a really long time. I'm sorry about that. I suck at follow-up. But my business mentor told me I should reach out to you.
Okay.
So it's been a long time, but hey, let's start over. I'm Nicole, how's it going? Nice to meet you again. So hey, let's catch, we've got a lot to catch up on. There's loads of stuff's happened at the studio. I'd love to fill you in about it. Are you still interested in doing some Pilates? If so, hit reply. Let's have a friendly chat.
I've got absolutely loads.
That's not sales copy. That's not a tactic. It's like about how do you reach out to someone? You say, hey, like, you forget they're a list or a prospect, and you remember how to be a real person, because you all know how to do that. If the resistance you have is because you have a fear of something, an objection, an elephant in the room, the best thing to do is just address it. Hey, it's been a long time. I fucking suck. Sorry. What was the first thing I said when I started this today, right? Oh shit, there's not many of you here today.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh my god, is this embarrassing? I'm like, oh, there's not much people here today. Well, that's good for you guys. Sucks for me, but it's good for you guys, right? Like, just totally own it and be honest about whatever you think the objection is. That's the most refreshing marketing you can do.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. If you hate me and don't respond, it's totally cool. But I want to try and reach out to you anyway, because I would love to share. You've at some point requested information about Pilates, and I know it can change your life. So, do you want to have a chat? Here's my number. Give me a text. It's when you remember how to be a real person again. It's
Yeah.
not hard.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't think don't be like, what did Justin just say? Like that's the magic script. It's like I'm literally just making it off my head. It's not sales copy. It's not a tactic. It's just treating every subscriber like a real person.
Yeah.
You know? Do you have their phone numbers? Oh, forget everything I just said.
Most of
Get a
them,
text
yeah.
system like Text Magic or the one you use.
Click to send.
Click to send. Blast an SMS out.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Yeah.
And then email.
So I'm going to be a pest and email
Did
you
you get my text?
That's what I do to my team.
Because, email, 10% open rate, text message, 95% open rate.
Yeah.
So, text out to 1,000 people,
I've got a really
you get 10 clients out of that, that's another $8,000.
My second question was, you said that the most popular package was £42 for one session a week. What would happen if you didn't sell that? And you didn't offer it?
If I didn't offer that, never thought of it. I never thought of it.
You think they'd buy the next one up?
Yeah.
There you go.
Which is like 54.
Do you believe someone can change their life and get the results you want with one session a week of Pilates?
No.
So why would you offer it?
Not. They can, Can't, it would take longer.
Are they your ideal clients? Are the ideal clients the ones that want to do it once a week?
No.
So why would you offer it?
Can I ask another question, please? So, do you believe that you can get them amazing results by getting them in twice a week rather than once a week?
Yeah.
And why is it 2 weeks so cheap
Yeah.
compared to the 1 a week if you're doubling the results?
Yeah.
I use that same principle.
£12, isn't it? Sorry. So it's an extra £12, isn't it?
Yeah.
So surely you could maybe even be ballsy enough to get rid of it for your current customers.
But I use that same principle in our gyms. We don't do anything less than 3 times a week. You know? We'll say, why? It's like, well, I can't get you in shape in 1 session a week. I
Yeah.
won't go to a driving instructor and say, can I buy 3 driving lessons? He'd go, well, no, because I can't teach you driving 3 lessons. Can I have like half an open heart surgery, please? Like, you know? Oh, you know, we're going to sell you half a steak today. It's like, you know. So think about that now, again, from a professional, expert, prescriptive view.
Yeah.
Would you, you know, if they need this dose of medicine to achieve the result, you wouldn't sell them half. You wouldn't think of it. It'd be malpractice.
Yeah.
So, and think about the compound effect of that too. Because, yeah, it can be scary in the beginning, but the long-term effect of the ones who come twice a week, we're going to get double the results. They pay more money, but if they get better results, think this is actually ties back into lifetime value, right? Because it's someone that comes, if you're paying a cost to fulfill the people who are coming once a week or twice a week anyway, but as you scale, that cost becomes disproportionate, meaning the people that come once a week become more expensive for you to serve relatively to the ones that come twice a week. Do you see how that
Yeah.
happens?
Yeah.
Because the ones that come twice a week are giving you way more value. They're getting double the results, which means they're going to have longer retention, which means they're going to refer more people, they're going to give you better testimonials, you know? So they are giving you, and if their retention is 6 months longer than the ones who come once a week because they're not getting results and they just drop off and because they're not that committed to begin with,
Yeah.
then if your cost per client, your customer acquisition cost is £20, and one of the 1 a week people, it costs the same to get the same sale, but one of those customers is going to give you, you know, £200 lifetime value, but the other one will give you £800 lifetime value. Why would you pay the same cost for one asset that gives you 200 versus one that gives you 800?
Yeah.
The only time you would do that is if your cost to serve were a non-issue. If it was like online, then you take money either way.
Yeah.
But when it's a finite asset you have of space and deliverability, and every one of those space counts, and that space gets more valuable the fewer spots there are. That's because as you get busier, as you scale and get busier, every spot becomes higher value, but yet it's being taken up by a person paying less than their equivalent. So at scale, at economy of scale, that will cause you a massive problem.